Tozama gogo nokholisa lwasendoda lesugogo Bathini Mbatha. Umavula kuvela emzilama emadoda uAnti Usha #1 locksmith. Guys, namhlanje sithi don't fight against Muthi. Then you claim ukuthi Muthi doesn't work. Not all, but most of the people who are claiming ukuthi Muthi doesn't work for me. Hey, Muthi doesn't work. I've tried Muthi. No, it doesn't work for me, because you are fighting against Muthi. You're telling Muthi ukuthi this is what you want to achieve, and you do something totally different. Fighting Muthi is sending Muthi to that direction while when you are walking towards that direction. It doesn't work like that. You are frustrating yourself. And then you claim ukuthi Muthi awusebenzi, while you don't want to accept the fact ukuthi you are the one who did not go according to Muthi or instructions on Muthi. Oftentimes I hear people saying, hey Gogo, yazi Muthi uqala kahle, yabona ngibona izinto ukuthi things are starting to happen, but suddenly things are stopping to happen. Gogo, what makes that? It's you. You are fighting against Muthi. Let's go deeper. You go to a healer and you say, I have problems at work. They seem not to like me. My bosses seem like to be asikho ncam namaboss wami. Angisazi fanele ngenze njani. I need help. Please help me, because this is the only job I have that I'm depending on. Then a healer gets you into, let's say they check first to say what seems to be a problem. Trust me, it can be two problems. One, there's something, your bosses, maybe they're racist, or there's something wrong with them, or there's something wrong with you. It's one of the two. And there can be other things that makes them, which means they are external forces that makes that to be a problem. Then you get to the point which, okay, a healer says, let's get into a ritual. Let's do a ritual that will help you to fight this. Then you start a ritual. First day, second day, you're doing well and everything, and you can see the changes. Then you relax. Then you act against Muthi. How so, Gogo? You don't change your attitude. If you're saying at work, this is what is happening, first thing that you need to do, if you're saying my relationship, my marriage, it's not working, he doesn't understand me, she doesn't understand me, but before you blame another person, do a self-introspection. Am I performing in this relationship according to the way I'm supposed to? Am I doing my best in this job the way I'm supposed to? Am I going even beyond the duty call the way I've promised even during the interview? Am I doing my best in my business? Am I disciplined in running this business? Before you decide to go and look for help. Then if you find help, you then need to get to the point to say, let me change certain things in my life, in general. Because you have to. Unfortunately, you have to. There are certain life changes that you need to make for you, so that this Muthi that you went to take, or iswash, or that, it doesn't matter what help did you get, whether you went to the pastor to say, Pastor, please pray for me. You will never see pastor's prayer or results if you are not going to change certain things in your life. You're not. You're not. There are people who are seriously not serious about their lives. There are people who are not seriously not serious about changing, about making sure ukuthi they move from the situation. They move out of the toxic situation. Because I've said it, a situation is an event There are people who are seriously want to stay in that event called a bad situation. They don't want to move. So how are you expecting Muthi to work for you? How on earth do you think Muthi will work for you? What makes you think Muthi will go beyond the duty call to assist you if you are not willing to move from where you are? There are people who are saying, hey, Gogo, man, emakhosini, things are not going well. Gogo, things are not going well. I'm not copying. People are not coming and everything. But you are sitting. You are sitting. You are not doing anything as a healer. Gogo, people, they don't pay. Gogo, people, they don't want to come back. People, they just promise and everything. Are you doing your best as a healer to go beyond the duty call? Do you keep promises to your people? Do do exactly what you've promised them? If you didn't, are you able to humble yourself and to apologize, to say, I apologize, this is what was a problem and everything? Do you travel for your staff? Where do you get your staff from? Have you tried other countries? Have you tried other provinces? Have you spoken to other people who are more experienced than you are? You are in a business, a certain kind of business, maybe a funeral parlor business. Have you ever met with other people who are in the same industry to find out more about how can you better your services? You are the lawyer. Have you spoken? Have you sat down with retired advocates, retired judges? Have you, sit down and say, how do you deal with case like this? As a judge, what do you look for? What makes you humble in a courtroom as a judge in terms of the arguments and everything? Whatever field that you are in, you need to get somebody that is experienced. Gogo Bathini Mbatha is not doing what he's doing because of only the ancestors who have given him that calling. But I go beyond. I have mentors who are donkey years experienced than I am. I have a pile of mentors that I personally go there, sometimes spend the whole day with them to say, I just came here to eat knowledge. Ntonga, aswasinyama. Ngizohlala nje nawe baba, angizange uzobuza today. But as you're sitting, things he will start talking. This is what you do, this is what you do, this is what you do, this is what you do. I travel sometimes across the borders just to revive myself, just to, that's why I'm so consistent. People will tell you who comes here at home, atumuntu sasihlala phansi kulesa sihlahla, sahlala ku carport. Now we're sitting in a 5-star waiting area. Why? Because of the consistency. Are you consistent in what you are doing? Yes, you went to a traditional healer, you went to find something, whatever that you went to get. Are you consistent in life-changing attitudes? As you are changing your attitude, are you there? Are you there? Are you focused? Because that's another thing. People are not focused. Then you blame traditional healers. You blame us. While you don't, you're not focused. Somebody will tell you to go on my 3rd day doing the treatment. Gogo, my boyfriend came. Gogo, what must I do? Hello, what do you expect me to say? No, don't worry. No, start afresh. You need to come back and pay again and start afresh. As simple as that. If you don't want to, stay the way you are. Ask your boyfriend then. Ask your girlfriend then. It's simple. We cannot go an extra mile as healers to put together stuff that we know that's going to help you. Stuff that has terms and conditions. Muthi has terms and conditions. I'm going to do that video about terms and conditions of Muthi. But you don't want to follow the terms and conditions of that Muthi. Then you expect that Muthi to perform miracles while you didn't consider the terms and conditions of that Muthi. How on earth do you expect that Muthi to work for you? You're wasting your time. You are lying to yourself. it is not going to work. No, ngeke isebenze. Angeke, khohlwa. Khohlwa, ngeke. You can see ukuthi your in-laws don't like you. You can see. But sometimes your in-laws don't like you because of your attitude. Maybe you got into this home, you started gossiping about their sisters, you started doing that, you started having a bad attitude, you started, to see yourself as better than them and everything. Then they start and sometimes you are in a marriage in this big family, and by the time you walk in, you can see this is big, and it means big troubles. Instead of, when are you? Then what you expect? What on earth do you really expect to see happening? What on earth do you really want to see happening? There's no good things that is going to happen to you. You get into this work, people were working in harmony, people were fine, we're brothers and sisters and everything. When you came and you want relationships, people were like a family in this. Then then you are not comfortable now about work. You got here, people were united. You came with gossip. Now you're starting a union when you came here, people were happy and everything. If they have challenges, they sit down with the management. Hey guys, we're not happy here and everything. Or they go there as individuals. Everybody's happy. They know they need to perform. The competition is about going to school, and everything, qualifying for that so that I can get that position and everything. When you come, you want to start a union. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the union, but when you come in there and you now suddenly, you're not even there for 3 months, and then you say, these people are racist. Then you start a havoc when. Then and then you go to the healer, and then the healer helps you. Then you come back, you think you are even more powerful now. You start again. Instead of keeping quiet, observe the situation. You don't. Don't fight against Muthi. If you have done wrong to your partner, you go to the healer, you get help, cleansing, whatever. Change your behavior, change your attitude. Let your partner see what you have changed. Don't just go with funimiti, amadliso, perpetual muntu in what you don't want to change. While you keep on fighting against Muthi day in, day out, day in, day out. Why? Because you think you know. Have you seen these people into any industry whereby you pitch an idea, you tell them, this is what I'm thinking, and then the first thing they'll say, I know, I've done that before, and this is how it's done and everything. And you can hear they don't know what they're talking about. They just want to show you what they're smarter. They don't know what they're talking about. And they didn't give you an opportunity for you to explain. What are you talking about? Then that person goes and say to a healer and say, no, people don't want to attend to me. I have brilliant ideas and everything. They are not your ideas. You know very well they are not your ideas. So you want to implement something that you heard somebody talking about it for less than 30 seconds, and then you think now it's your idea, you want to implement it, and you didn't hear exactly what they were trying to say to you. Then the healer gives you Muthi based on what you are saying. Then say, okay, use this Muthi and everything. Still, you don't want to change what you know exactly or what you are not doing right. You are not being honest about in that field or whatever thing that you want from the healer. Fighting against Muthi, it means you are looking for a job, but you are not applying. What job are you looking for, Mr. Mbatha? Any job. What is any job? Okay, there's somebody who's looking for somebody to work as an agent for their funeral parlor. Go look for people. No, I'm not a people's person. I can't go. No, it's not my thing to go around asking people to join insurance. No, at least something else. There's somebody who needs a cleaner in their factory and everything. Someone to clean toilets, kitchen, and everything. No, I don't like hard labor. You don't want to talk to people. You don't want hard labor. What else can you do? Because definitely you can't use your brain. Then you go to the healer. The healer gives you Muthi for a job. There's no Muthi that they will say, this Muthi is for you to become a doctor, even if you don't have a matric. There's no Muthi like that. If you're looking for a Muthi for a job, that Muthi is going to direct you to a job that you qualify for. They will never take you and give you a Muthi to become an advocate while you are not qualified to be an advocate. Muthi is not as stupid as we think it is. You will never get a Muthi for you to just wake up tomorrow and that they say you are married while you didn't work hard to go, one, to propose, two, to pay lobolo, three, to do everything. Then they will say Muthi is not as stupid as we think. So that's why I'm saying that there are people who are seriously not serious about their lives. And those people, they don't want to think. They are seriously don't want to think. They don't. There are people who think Muthi, it's something that will work in a vacuum in anything. You have a business, but you hardly wake up and go. You know Muthi, you didn't hire people to work for you. You are working there for yourselves. You know what you need to open the door. You said there you open at 8, but sometimes you get there at 9:30. Why? Because of it's your business. You were busy. You have life. But if you are too busy, why don't you hire somebody who will make sure what the doors will be open at 8? The calls will be answered from 8. But because of it's your business, it's your profession, you don't want to. So there are things that we need to change for us to see the power of Muthi. Muthi works. Gogo, is Muthi still relevant? Yes, Muthi is still relevant, but we are not. Because we want quick results. We want izinto esheshayo. That's why there are so many scammers out there who are scamming people in the names of the real healers. It's because they've realized that there is a market. There is a direct market that wants things to see happening. Atumuntu kunemali esheshayo yimi Gogo Bathini Mbatha, pretending to be me over the phone. Kunemali esheshayo faka 30,000 within 3 days uzoba na 250,000. Why will I market myself? Why will I go an extra mile and everything if I have that kind of Muthi? Why don't I sit down and just use my Muthi? Simple question. But the scammers, they've realized ukuthi abantu bafuna izinto ezisheshayo. So they are telling you what you want to hear, not what is the reality. While the real healer, they will tell you ukuthi let's start here and go with you up to there. You don't want that. Ufuna into ezisheshayo. That's why most people, they work against in Muthi. Gogo, I'm tired of goma nokuphalaza. Sengifuna into esheshayo manje. Sengifuna into ezovela ingisukumise manje na in we're at the wrong place. Sorry. Try something else. Try somebody else. We are at the wrong place, Kumen. You are totally in the wrong place, Kumen. We can't afford not to work with Muthi. If you are sending Muthi wako to say, even your prayer, let's forget about Muthi kancane. Let's you have the prayer. You are sending your prayer to say, I would like to save my business. I would like to save my marriage. I would like to save my job. Work with your prayer. Change certain things in your life. He doesn't want to listen to me. She doesn't want to listen to me. My boss does not understand me. My staff members don't understand me. I don't understand my boss. Whatever it is, zinuka amakhwapha nawe and say, what can I change? Personally, yes, I feel they are doing that to me, but personally, what can I change? Maybe sometimes you need to humble yourself and ask with so much respect and understanding to say, what can I do for this situation to change? What can I personally do? Even if you know what you are not at fault. It's called Ubuntu. Salukwazi ndoda, Gogo Bathini Mbatha umavula kuvala emzini amadoda. U-Auntie Usha. Don't forget our booking line 0357995703. Be careful about scammers. Please don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, and most importantly, to discuss this video. There are guys that I've seen. They communicate. They've never met each other, but we communicate. I'm part of them on the comments in the videos that I post. And trust me, there's so much progress in our lives ever since we started. I've learned a lot from them. They're learning a lot from me. We're learning a lot from each other. So please don't mind to subscribe, guys. There are people who think if you subscribe, everybody else will know what you have subscribed. No, subscribers are confidential. Nobody will know what you have subscribed at Gogo Bathini Mbatha TV on YouTube. So don't mind to subscribe. I think by now we could have been even beyond 2 million. You know, there are videos that have been watched by more than 1 million, more than 2 million viewers and everything. So imagine if those people were subscribing and we're pressing that notification button. Those people were going to be informed every time there's a new post that is posted. Another thing that is important about subscribing, guys, I'm sorry to waste your time, is that when you subscribe to a certain content, when you open your YouTube, related content, they come in. So there will be another healer that will come in and tell what I've told in totally different way. Maybe that way it even makes more sense to you, because it's not only about my content, but it's about the content, about the subject that we talk about at that particular time. So don't be afraid to subscribe. Please subscribe. It's not a crime to subscribe. Subscribing is confidential. Salukwazi ndoda, Gogo Bathini Mbatha. Thank you for watching Gogo Bathini Mbatha TV. Stay blessed and good luck to everything that you're doing. Remember, be serious about being serious about your life. Thokozani.